Switching gears for now, Vladimir Putin signaling his next move from Beijing, promising a deadly, shifting assault across Ukraine. Ukrainian defenders bracing for a storm as Kiev's European ally warned Russia is gearing up to mount a new offensive. Speaking in Paris, Zelensky warning the West that in 2 years, Russians will have many missiles with a range of 5,000 kilometers. The sea will not protect anyone in a way the ocean will not protect anyone. Our next report backing in all these developments.
Across Ukraine's battered front lines, there's terror in the trenches and a growing sense of dread in war rooms from Warsaw to Kiev. Ukraine's ranks are dangerously thin. Infantry brigades tell of entire platoons missing. The weapon stock is also running dry, while Russian attacks darken the skies overhead. The battlefield is evolving. Conditions worsen month by month. The front remains static in places, but Russian missiles and unmanned aircraft now strike with punishing density, hitting railways, blacking out cities, and paralyzing vital supply lines. The Ukrainian port city of Odessa is the latest to bear the brunt of Russian assault. Intelligence agencies across the West are watching with growing fear as Vladimir Putin masses his forces, readying a new brutal offensive. Speaking from Beijing, Putin projected an aura of absolute confidence, boasting that his army is advancing at will as Ukrainian ranks are empty.
This is evidence of the fact, as not only we believe, but also, by the way, Western experts do as well, that the reserves of the Ukrainian armed forces are becoming smaller and smaller, and combat-ready, so to speak, units are staffed today by no more than 47–48%. The situation for them is already at the most critical point. But, nevertheless, combat operations are a complex and cruel thing, so no predictions should be made here. But the analysis is exactly the one I just described.
European leaders and Ukrainian President Zelensky are meeting in Paris to agree on security guarantees for Kiev in the event of a peace accord with Russia to end the war.
Today we have 26 countries that have formally committed themselves. Several others still have to clarify their position, but 26 countries have committed themselves to deploying troops in Ukraine as a reassurance force, or to being present on the ground, at sea, or in the air to provide this reassurance to Ukrainian territory and to Ukraine the day after the ceasefire or peace.
The guarantees by the so-called Coalition of the Willing, which remain under wraps but are expected to include ramped-up training for the Ukrainian army and deployment of troops by some European states, have angered Russia.
Ukraine is a sovereign nation. If Ukraine wants to have security guarantee forces in Ukraine to support the peace deal, it's up to them. Nobody else can decide about it. And I think we really have to stop making Putin too powerful.
European leaders are concerned that Russia will mount a new offensive on Ukraine. Zelensky says that Russia had relocated 100,000 soldiers to the front line outside the city of Pokrovsk, a Ukrainian-held stronghold in the eastern Donetsk region, which Russia has been trying to capture for months. Zelensky told his European counterparts that the threat from Moscow isn't to Kiev alone, and European nations could be Putin's next targets. The next few days are important as Russia is sharpening the attack while the West is trying to formulate a clear strategy to stop the Russian forces. Bureau Report, WION The World.
To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.